Good day, everyone, and welcome. I'm really pleased we're going to have a dialogue with FI RHEE. And this is part two, really, because a couple of years ago, we were having a great dialogue on his ambitious work that he was doing in the creative industries. And so this is just really an update of his progression. FI RHEE, how are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing good. Good to see you again. How
Yeah,
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And we're pleased at the progression that you've made, particularly at Fresh FM Radio London. You're one of the favorites. And we do broadcast our previous dialogue from time to time, which we will do again over the next month or so. We'll be replaying the original dialogue and then this one afterwards as well to show that progression. So congratulations on that anyway.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Very grateful.
Thank you. So tell us about your progression since we last spoke.
Well, since we last spoke, first of all, the interview was amazing. A lot of people enjoyed it, and I got a lot of good feedbacks. And from that, I think that was my first interview on radio, and it kind of kicked in, and everybody started picking it up.
Okay.
So after that, I got a lot of requests from other radios that I had interviewed on. So it just keep going until it reached the Togolese television.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to make a trip back home in Togo. And I held a conference where I present my vision for the country, what I see in terms of making movies or cinema and all that. So I presented my vision, and we're working on some other stuff to get things up and going. And also that interview, it opens a lot of doors for us. To be honest, it opened a lot of doors for us. We now have movies on Tubi.
Okay.
Before it was only Amazon Prime. Now we got movies on Tubi. We got movies on Afroland TV. We even got movies in Japan, China.
What?
In so many platforms.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the progression where we are right now. We haven't reached our main goal yet, which I will announce on your radio. That was my promise.
Absolutely. That's our expectation.
Yeah. So far so good. It has been amazing. So yeah, we're just working pretty hard.
Yeah. So before we go to my next sort of question, what is the main thing that you've learned from your journey to where you are now?
I would say patient.
Okay, patience.
So far, that's what I have learned, because we're making movies, and it takes time for the public to notice that.
Yeah.
So you have to be patient. So if you're not patient, you're not gonna make it. So that's the main thing I learned so far.
Patience and perseverance.
Perseverance, that's another thing. Patience and perseverance, that's another thing.
You can't give up.
Yeah.
So tell us about the film and what's the story behind it, and Queen Bee and everyone.
Oh, that's a good one. We've already shot the movie, is already ready to go. And we're planning to have the premiere next month. The movie is basically based on a young man. Is based on, like, you decide to do something and your family goes against it.
They don't see your vision.
They don't see it. No matter how hard you try to convince them, they don't see it. They always see either the negative side or it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So that's what it's based on.
Yeah.
And it's a drama and it's based on romance. And Queen Bee is playing a character of a girlfriend of FI RHEE.
Mhm.
So her character is more like loving, being patient with FI RHEE, showing affection and all that. While the FI RHEE is struggling with family issues. So it becomes a clash.
Okay.
That's what it is about.
So what is it that, without giving away the story, what is it that he does in the end to fulfill his dreams? Because I guess he will do in the end.
Yeah, for FI RHEE to fulfill his dream or whatever he wanted to do, he needed to sacrifice a lot,
Mhm.
which he does not want to. I don't want to give it away, but
Oh dear, because there's an old saying, happy are those who dream dreams and are ready to pay the price for success.
True, I agree.
Okay, so we got to wait for the film, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
It's a really good story, and I want everybody to watch it when it comes out. You're gonna learn a lot, not just from filmmaking perspective, but also from life experience. You'll be able to distinguish between families issues and your own personal love life. So it's a great movie.
So what platforms will it be out on?
It will be on Amazon Prime for sure, Tubi for sure, and some other platforms. But I will definitely publish all that so people can check that out.
Right. No, that's a great achievement anyway with Amazon Prime. You've got a global audience.
They love us.
Yeah.
So whatever I send them, they're gonna approve.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. That's great. So what is the next mountain that you've got to climb now, having done all that?
The next thing that I'm working on is a big one. Is to build a film studio in Togo.
Brilliant.
It is a big project and it needs a lot of stuff before we can get it going. So that's what I'm working on right now. And hopefully we'll get all the necessary things that we need so that one day, Togo also can have a film studio, just like USA. It's a really, really big challenge for me.
Yeah, but most importantly, you have the vision. You know what it looks like, do you?
I do. I do have the vision in mind, and I know exactly how I want it to go. I just need to convince people to see the vision and embrace it, so we can all come together and get it done. But I'm positive that people will embrace it because I'm seeing a lot of positive attitude and from the authorities and all that. So,
and that's great to hear because we're now talking about the creative industries, the creative and cultural industries, all those great stories, all that creativity from those young people as well, their ideas, and of course those who've been qualified all around the world, the diaspora, and them to come back, make their contribution to such a great vision. So where in Togo will it be? Tell us a bit about the location. Where where do what kind of landscape and why that particular place in Togo?
Uh, I have not picked a particular place yet,
Okay.
um, because we need few things to be done in order for us to acquire the location.
Yeah.
So even if I give the location right now, if it got changed, we'll be in trouble. So I want it to be complete.
All
And then
signed and sealed before you say anything. I know,
exactly.
I know, I can tell. I don't blame you. But the most important thing is that you want it to be in Togo. So
Yeah,
tell us why. Remind us why Togo.
I want it to be in Togo because, first of all, I was born and raised in Togo before migrating to the US. So I have that sense of urgency for my country, you know. Um, Based on what I've seen here, we're so far behind. And I wanted to flip that.
Yeah.
I wanted Togo also to emerge as a country that can make a movie, a country that has a cinema. So those are my drive. And I really, really want to make something for the country so that we can look back and go like, wow, that was the dream. That was the vision.
Yeah.
So
Excellent. So finally, before we wrap up this one, before the next one. So if imagine yourself now back in Togo, in the neighborhood, sitting down, young people in their teens, and they're looking at you and saying how great you've done. They admire you. What would be your 3 pieces of information for those young people? They're probably creative, they've got great ideas, but they look around and say, well, can we do it here in this neighborhood, in this local community where we are? I mean, what's your message for those young people in those neighborhoods?
great question. Yeah, first of all, there's a lot of creator in Togo. And my message will be they have to be persistent and they have to be patient and they have to be a hard worker. Because what I've seen most of the time, even I'm also guilty of that when I first started filming and all that. I've seen a lot. And people started very well. And all of a sudden, they just vanish and they give up because they go like, okay, this is not going nowhere. Yeah. So in my case, I did not give up. It does not mean I didn't fail multiple times. It came to a time where everything collapsed, but I started again.
You got
It
up
collapsed, started again. So my message for them would be they got to be perseverance, persistent. And they also have to be a hard worker. And they also have to train their mind. Mentally, they have to be ready.
Yeah.
It's not just a creator. Mentally, you have to be ready also. So that would be
absolutely. So what you also bring to mind is collaboration.
correct. They have to be willing to collaborate with a lot of people. And they also have to be willing to pinpoint people that are bringing good things to the production, people that are helping them out. They have to be able to pinpoint them out and focus on those people only. If not, they will collapse.
So can you remember why you wanted to make a film? Why?
Yes. I wanted to make a film so that I can bring the part of Africa that they're not showing here. I wanted to bring that here so the kid can see that, okay, the Africa that they're talking about here, that's not the Africa they see. Yeah, I wanted to close that gap so that we all can be on the same page, you know, because what are they teaching here is not what's going on over there. It's totally different story. Because when you tell kids from here, let's go to Africa, they don't want to go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I wanted to close that gap. I wanted to tell the story of the Africa to the US, tell the story of the US to the African people, and they all weigh themselves and see the difference.
Absolutely. And I think probably that you should start the Togo Film Festival, don't you?
Great idea, Rudy. I'm gonna write that down right after we finish the meeting.
Yeah. And we can start it online, and we would certainly support that. Because I think what's important in terms of what you're doing, a few months ago we had the UK Africa Trade Expo in London, which was a great success, founded by Prince Kamari. And the creative industries is a really important for the progression, the confidence, cultural communication, and skills as well, because the amount of skills, learning and skills that are involved in the creative industries. And I think festivals and expos are a great opportunity for the development of sectors, because you have those of you who've made it, being able to share it with the new generation coming up, and that kind of blend of youth and experience is important, you know, from a creative perspective. And like you said, even ahead of you building the physical studio complex, you could certainly drive the awareness online, which focuses on the talent from Togo and giving a platform to some of those young creatives, because everybody's got a mobile phone.
Yeah.
And you can create some great competitions and all kind of shorts and things like that for rebroadcast. Those are the best to tell a great story. So you certainly got the capability to organize that. I have 100% confidence in you.
You just nailed it, and I'm gonna need you on my team.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Great. So last word from you. What's the message to all your fans out there and support?
Yeah, I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank you. You are my number one fan. I know that for sure. Thank you, Rudy. Really appreciate the invite. And I want to thank everybody that been supportive, that been helping us to hear where we are right now. Just want to thank them, and I want them to keep supporting us till we reach our main goal. Yeah.
Excellent. Just remind everybody for the last time, name of the film, when it's out, and where can they see it?
So the film name is FI and Queen Bee. It's going to premiere on February the 24th in Chicago. And after that, it will be on Amazon Prime, Tubi, Afroland TV, and some other platform as well. But those are the big ones.
Fantastic. See you again soon.
Thank you, Rudy. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.